Daydreamer, do you remember as kids when you were sitting in class and you happened to look out the window, especially if you're sitting by the window? Back in the day, we had big windows in class, and you just wandered off in a daydream. Do you remember those fun days when that happened? Well, you know what? As adults, we still do that, but a lot of times we don't allow the daydream to happen. And for other reasons, we all have our own reasons as to why this daydream doesn't get to happen. So I say this because just today, actually, I was working and building a course and just focused on all the moving pieces and everything I had to do. And I was just like taking a deep breath and get myself refocused on what I was doing. And in that deep breath, I sat back in my chair and I just relaxed and just let it go. And I just started daydreaming, and my mind took over because there was nothing hindering it. There was no thought, nothing was in the way. And I just let my mind just have its own way. And when I did, I found that not only was I so relaxed from taking the deep breath and letting my thoughts just settle, because I was working, of course, and I was just like getting my refocus back. But then, without even realizing what was happening, my imagination took over. And I'm sure this has happened to you too. A lot of us as adults don't like to admit when the daydream happens. I relish when the daydream happens because I know that that is a sign for me. I don't know how you will relate to this though. It's a sign for me that I am in a receiving mode. I am so relaxed that my mind can wander, right? A daydream. So imagine just use your imagination. Imagine if. And I say this because we've talked a lot about imagination and using your imagination to create the life you want, using your imagination to create anything you want in life, manifest. It's all about your imagination first and your vibration and everything that is part of the quantum physics. And when I did this and I just relaxed because I was working, I was focused, I was in tune with what I was doing. But when I let that go, when I just relaxed, took the breath, relaxed, and let it flow, I realized that I was wandering off in a daydream. And it was so peaceful and so calm. You can relate to that, being peaceful and calm and just letting your thoughts float. Just like on a day where it's a beautiful day and you're watching the clouds just float by you outside and you're just relaxed and everything is peaceful and everything about it is just no thought. You may go into a daydream then without even realizing you're doing it. Daydreams are wonderful. As kids, we daydreamed a lot about different things. As adults, we don't so much let ourselves have the luxury of having daydreams. Like I said, I relish when I let my mind relax enough to go into a daydream and have those thoughts freely flowing and my imagination just taking over. And when my imagination takes over and it does the what if I did this or what if I did that? What would my life look like if I went this way or I'm doing that? In a daydream, you can do all that and you can sort these things out and you can just let them flow freely and naturally from your mind. Subconscious mind gets in because it's happy, it's relaxed. And when your conscious mind isn't in a flutter, your subconscious mind can easily coincide with your conscious mind and they can work together because they're in the same plane, they're in the same frequency of what your daydream is. And like I said, I love daydreams and I love it when I allow myself to get into that focus where I am in a daydream. When I let my work float away. It can go away for a little while. It's not going to hurt anything. So when I did that, and I did it today, and it was amazing, guys. It was just amazing how I just let my thoughts go and I just let it flow. And it wasn't about work. It wasn't about anything I needed else to do. It was a life-changing story that I was doing in my daydream, in my imagination. I was daydreaming of a life-changing path that I was looking at doing. And in my daydream, I worked this out. I worked out the end result. I worked out what I was going to do, how it was going to feel. In a daydream, you're free to do whatever you want because you're not stopping yourself. In an imagination, I had some people ask me this because they're having an issue with it. So I'm going to answer this question for you now. Is in an imagination, we tend to put barriers. We tend to put barriers up when we're sitting down to imagine. We're not letting ourselves imagine fully because we're not doing the deep breathing, which you have to do the deep breathing, friends. You have to deep breathe. When you deep breathe, not only does it focus and clear your lungs, but it clears your aura, it clears your senses, it clears everything around you. It clears all that out and lets the good come in, and you can funnel on the white light and you can just relax. You don't even have to be in a meditation to do a daydream. Like I said, I was just working and I just stopped because I was in the middle and I needed to get my focus back because I was getting sidetracked. And I just took a deep breath, let my breath settle, let it out slow and easy, and let it just flow through me. And when I did, my body relaxed, my mind relaxed, and let everything go. And I just closed my eyes and I just relaxed and let it happen. And the daydream started. The daydream came to life for me. The daydream just, like daydreams do, that you just wander into them. It's like wandering into a calm room where everyone is calm and everyone is quiet and everyone is relaxed. It's like wandering into that and everything is just love and peace and happy. When you wander into that and you're in a daydream, don't you think that is just the most amazing feeling ever? To feel that feeling and to feel that calmness and to let your mind go. When you do and you can feel the daydream and your imagination takes over, it just gets involved and it just starts creating different scenarios for you and different things for you, because your daydream is just part of wandering. It's your mind wandering. And that's a good thing. Sometimes we have to let our minds wander, not worry about the world, not worry about anything else, not worry about what's going on, not worrying about what you can't control. If you can't control it, why worry about it? Why fixate on it? Why give it energy? Why give it any focus at all? If you can't fix it, stop worrying about it. Stop thinking about it. Why drown yourself in that? It's crazy. But always take a deep cleansing breath before you go into a daydream. Just remember back in school, back when you were a kid, and your mind would wander. You maybe be out basketball playing on the playground, or maybe be out playing on the swings, or whatever your daydream was. Whatever your daydream was, remember that it's peaceful, it's calm. And let your mind go. Let it go where it wants to go. Because if you can use your imagination for what if, imagine if I could do this. Imagine if this worked out for me. Imagine if. Just imagine. That is amazing in itself, friends. That is so amazing. Because you can do whatever you want to do. You can be whoever you want to be. And you can do whatever you want to do. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. So do the deep cleansing breath first. If you want to relax, just take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. Let it go. Let it flow. And get into a state of mind of relaxation. Relaxation, peace, and calm. And you're going to find that if you do this regularly, do the deep breathing, let it go, let it just relax your mind, you'll find you'll be able to go into a daydream, an imagination much easier and swifter. And you'll find you'll get more answers to what you're working on. I do this a lot when, not so much the daydream, but the imagination part, where I deep breathe and I let it go whenever I'm working on something. If I'm working on something and it's got a lot of moving parts to it, and I'll find that, maybe I'll start getting a little bit frustrated, a little bit overwhelmed with it. If I just sit back and just relax, take a deep breath and let it just say, you know what? I imagine myself on a beach. I imagine myself basking in the sunshine. I imagine myself just having the answers flow to me. I imagine myself creating my business to be the best it can be. I imagine myself getting these skills that I need to do this project, to do this course, to do this system. And when I do that, I would like you to take these same steps, is take a deep breath, let the breath go slowly and easily, and let your mind flow with the breath. Let your mind flow. Your mind does not have to be focused on anything. You do not have to focus on anything in your imagination. Just take these small tips, because you're going to find it's going to grow your business. It's going to grow your lifestyle. It's going to make changes in your life. It's going to make you a peaceful, calmer person. And when you can become a peaceful, calmer person, isn't that the way to go? I mean, come on. We all want peace and calm and love and joy in our lives. So, simple steps, simple routine, simple everything. Simple and enlightening. Learn the skills you need. Definitely. This is another skill. You already know it. You've done it as a kid. So reignite it. Let it come back. It's going to help you grow your business. It's going to help you learn more skills to grow your business. It's going to help you to learn what to write, what to talk, and how to do it. It's going to help you to do all these things. It's maybe even give you the courage to take the next step. If you want to grow your income, if you want to grow your lifestyle, you might need help taking the next step. Let your imagination and your daydreams lead the way. Okay, guys, I will talk to you later. Have a blessed day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.